And welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna see what is a string, how do we create a string, and how to initialize a string in C programming language. So without any delay we're gonna get started with the general definition of string in C programming language and also in other programming languages too. A string is a data type used in programming such as an integer and a floating point unit, but is used to represent text rather than numbers. So these all days we have been habituated to declare a data type and a variable and declaring it to a constant. So let us just take a simple example and understand it. So int x equals to 4. So here I am declaring my integer and a variable followed by number. So in this string we are gonna just declare char and some my string equals to let's say requel. So here I'm just trying to invoke a string by declaring this char my string. Here it is a variable. So let us see how do we create a string in C. This was a general form. Let us understand it in detail. C has no specific variable type for strings, so it might be of our requirement. This standard library provides an extensive range of functions to handle strings. So it helps us to create whatever the variable according to our requirement. Strings in C are stored in an array type of char. So here as we have seen char my string, it has been declared in array type and equating it to be some text. Characters in a string are stored in adjacent memory locations, one character per cell. So each of the character is allocated some space and other one is not allowed to occupy it. Example, char my string 20. So here I am declaring my string size to be 20. So I can declare it anything according to my requirement. We are just specifying the size, but there is no specific data source. So here I am just declaring my character size, but I am not specifying it to any data source, like I did not declare any name or any text. So let us see how do we initialize a string in C. You initialize a string variable when you declare it. So initialization can be done only when we are going to declare it. So char word equals to, I am declaring separate variables like we have seen here. Here it is only having one character per one cell. So here's end, h is end there, and then putting a comma and continuing it. Hello. To initialize a string, it is the same way as any other array initialization. So if you did not watch the array initialization video, the link is given in the description. You may go and get a perfect clarity on the concept. In the absence of an array size, the C compiler automatically computes the number of elements in the array. So if we are not going to declare any size of that specific array, the C compiler will automatically take the number of elements in that specific array based upon the number of initializers. So it depends upon how many characters or strings we are going to declare. This statement reserves space in memory for exactly 7 characters. So my word hello is gonna reserve 7 characters in the memory. Automatically adds the null terminator. If it is more than 7, like if I am going to print my string is 8 and printing this specific character hello, the last one will take null terminator, like it will be 0. So I'll explain that too in the compiler. You can specify the size of string explicitly, just make sure you leave enough space for terminating null character. So explicitly in the sense we are gonna declare it clearly without any confusion. And here comes my char word 7 hello. So do not specify the size, let the compiler figure out. You can be sure it will be correct, like you need not specify the size every time, the compiler can check it out. You can initialize just part of an array of elements of type char with a string. So we can just initialize the elements in the array of type char with a string. So here I have declared my char word 7 and hello. So if we are not going to specify the size also, the compiler gets it out on its own. So here's another example. So for my word char string 40 to be, The space is allocated for all the 40 elements of the array. String 5 will contain the null character, like I'm just predicting it. So let us just go into the compiler and get a perfect clarity on creating a string in C. So let us just go into the compiler now. So here we have the compiler ready, fresh. So let me just write the code now. So here let's just get started. Hash include studio.h and int main. So the code is same like we have been used to printing the basic lines. If you missed my C programming language videos, the links are given in the description. You may go and check it out. Now I'm printing percentile s and string. So percentage s is used to declare a string. I'm gonna declare it and then returning to 0. Done. So hopefully there are no errors in my code. Let me just run it. Here I forgot to put the semicolon, so be careful with the mistakes. My code is running successfully. Now let me just say you the case of the null terminator. Now I'll just put it in braces, and here I will initialize the size to be 6, and see, we are only getting the characteristics like prereque. So the first first 6 characters of the sentence are be printed. preque, p1, r2, e3, q4, u5, e6. So the rest all are terminated, like they are declared to be 0. So here's the example. I think the example is clear, and if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.